This is Sophia Martinez with Awaken Your Soul Coaching. I wanted to speak about today about how your emotions are your resource. And so what does this mean, that your emotion is your resource? We are, maybe not you, most of us have been so conditioned to run away from our emotions. The system all around us, you just go and buy a pill or you numb yourself. We have become so numb because there's so much intensity in the world today. There's so much stimulation in the world today. And so today in this video, I'm gonna just guide you through a quick way how to use your emotions as your own resource to inform yourself and to, in a way, make more effective choices in your life. And we have grown to believe that we are rational beings, that we're thinking beings, but we have forgotten that we are sentient beings. The limbic system is the first system that is developed. You as a baby are connected to your mom, and the mother is connected to the baby through the limbic system, through your emotional system. And so the practice that I share of returning home to yourself and connecting with the power of love within you, is simply the process of turning around, looking back to yourself, connecting with your heart through your breath, and just really allowing and creating that space of breath and connection and meeting yourself in presence. So you come back to your own embodiment, to your own connection with your heart, with the love that is within you and all around you, but also with the source, the origin of that you are. And deepen your relationship with yourself, because all relationships needs to be cultured and nurtured and developed and deepened. Through that nurturing, through that care, you deepen your relationship with yourself. In the busyness of your life, you're just in automatic, and there's no space or time set for you to go inwards. We are so conditioned to spend most of our life going outwards and believing the answers is outside ourselves, where the journey of the age is going inwards to reconnect with the truth of who we are and bring our heart forward into the world. So let's dive right deep in. And so, as I was speaking about, the mind will do its work, which is create, divide and separate and label. And so discernment, it's part of the mind, so it will judge. Judging is part of the mind, is part of the human condition, because it discerns, it labels, it assigns, it gives a place to be and creates meaning of your life. The heart, on the other hand, it's the glue of all life, so it creates no judgment. And so what happens when you feel nervous? Your heart races. And so there's a process of disconnection in the sense of your heart and your mind. Your cortisol levels rise up, and so there's a disharmony within you between the communication of your heart and your mind. And so what happens to your body? Your heart is beating faster because it feels there's something that it needs to move towards. And so anxiety, it's simply, the anatomy of anxiety is simply that which is outside of myself, in front of me, in my future. I don't have it here now, and I want it now. And so if I increase my my heartbeat, in a way, it's thinking that you're gonna move your body faster to reach that objective, that it's out there in somewhere out there in the future, faster. So the anxiety, in a way, it's the not acceptance of this moment, and so it raises the energy of your body to, with the desire to move your body faster through time and space to reach that goal that you believe it's out there in front of yourself, in a future that in a way never arrives, because in the disconnection of yourself here now, in the disconnection of the acceptance of you here now, you disconnect from this present moment, you disconnect from yourself, you disconnect from that with your presence, meeting yourself in presence, and therefore what is happening right here, right now, you moved basically to the future, a future that never arrives. And so you're disconnected to your embodiment. That's why returning home, the practice of returning home and connecting back to your breath is key. The other emotion that I want to bring is the emotion of anger and frustration. Anger is an emotion that we see it in the world a lot, and also we repress it in the world a lot. And anger it's an emotion that it's allowing you to set your own limits and boundaries, to say no more, to say enough is enough. And so when it's channeled and understood why it's there, you can use it from your own empowerment and leadership and in responsibility, the ability to respond. And so anger appears when something, a value has been broken. Somebody has stepped into a value, to a limit in me. And so anger comes, so I set that limit and I reestablish the order of my value again. And that relationship with the other of respecting my value again. And so, sorry, my phone is it's ringing right now. Let me just turn it off. And so the anger is there to inform you that you feel there's a risk that your value might be broken, or that it has already been broken, stepped. And so anger is coming and informing you and moving you, because the emotion is energy in motion, so it's moving you, it's inspiring you to movement. Without our emotions, we wouldn't be motivated or inspired to move through life, to create in life. And so anger is inspiring you to set your boundaries and to re-establish your boundaries once again for yourself. Frustration happens when certain values and limits have been broken over and over again, and you haven't said use your voice. You haven't actually followed the energy of your anger. And so frustration comes through a time that it's over and over, a period, an extended period of time where you haven't listened to the calling of your heart saying, okay, you need to speak. You need to reestablish your boundary here, reestablish your limit here. And so it gets, you feel the frustration comes when you've been holding on for a very long time, something that it's a no for you. And so the frustration is informing you about that. Fear, on the other hand, is informing you about a teacher of mine told me once that I really love this, that fear is a desire in reverse. And in a way, the polarity of us saying yes to a desire. And I really love that, because it brings a really positive energy to and frequency to fear. It's telling me and guiding me. It's that signal that it's like, in me, it's like, oh, I'm just like, instead of working with my desire in this moment, I'm working against it when fear shows up. And so the anatomy of fear, in a way, is telling you that there's a belief. It's not the truth. It's your belief of how you're explaining your reality and believing the things that you're believing about yourself and what is going on around you. It's that I don't have what is necessary to move through this challenge. There are going to be times that this belief is going to be true, but the answer is not getting frozen in your fear. It's finding the way to move through it, through the challenge, and find the resources within you to move through it. And so maybe sometimes it's going and learning a new skill, maybe learning something about yourself, shifting the perspective within yourself, shifting the perspective of what it is that you think is at risk if you take this step that is activating this fear within you. So the key here is that there's always an answer within you. If you are waiting for the answer to come outside of yourself, you're going to be waiting for eternity. And so it's turning around, returning home to yourself, and reconnecting with your heart. When in question, ask your heart, what is it about this situation? What is it that I need to know about the situation, heart? What do I need to know about myself? And what would love do in this situation? What do you want to tell me, heart, about this situation? What do I need to know, heart, about this situation? And then the other one is sadness. Sadness is and sorrow. Sadness is when you lost something, and it's instant. It's when that child has that toy and you take the toy out of the hand of the child and it starts crying. It's lost, it's gone, boom. It's that first cut that it's gone. I had something, I don't have it anymore. Sorrow is when you continuously live sadness for a very long time. It turns into sorrow. It turns almost into a song, a melody in your life that is like you're moving with this melody that is like everything is painted with sadness. Your whole life is painted with sadness. You've been holding on to this. You look into the future and there's no bright future because there's a piece of like of sorrow. And so you can see there's differences between an emotion, that the emotion is just like the wave in the ocean. It just moves through it. If you allow it to move through it, it will move through it. But then the mood, it's when you maintain an emotion for a long period of time and it becomes into a melody of your life. It's the paint that it paints your whole landscape of life. And so in both, the key is going inwards and just befriending your emotions and using them as your resource. And so anytime there's something that you're feeling that is activated for you, return home to yourself, come back to your heart, come back to your breath, and ask yourself, what is this emotion telling me about myself, about what am I believing? Connect with your heart and ask your heart, what would love do in this moment? How can I love myself more freely in this moment? And what is my emotion telling me? And so I really, really hope this video served you. I send you lots and lots of love. And let me know what you think, any thoughts about this video. Please subscribe if you enjoy my content. And I invite you to like the video as well. It helps my channel grow. If you find this video interesting, I invite you to share it with your loved ones. The wisdom of the heart, the wisdom of our body never lies. And this is the wisdom of our emotions. They're there for a reason, guiding you forward in your life. And so listen, begin to listen to yourself. Lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye. And I just want to share a little message with you about my 30 minutes training of connecting with your vision and bringing your vision into the world and into your life, more importantly, and connecting with the energy of your vision and your heart commitment. And also, I'm going to invite you to my one-on-one coaching program that is called Awaken to Your Soul. So if you want to continue deepening with yourself, connecting with yourself, learning about yourself, learning about emotions and your emotional world, and how can you use your emotion as a resource, I invite you to connect with me. The link is below, sofiamartinez.coaching.com. And it's a 3-month program where we dive deep into your own internal landscape, into your own internal world, and begin to deepen your connection with yourself, with your inner guidance, with your inner trust, inner stability, and resourcing yourself over and over again. Sending you lots and lots of love. Bye-bye. Take care.